what is LaTeX? LaTeX is a document preparing system in which we do not have to take care about the typesetting of the document. Unlike MS Word or any word processing system, which we call what you see is what you get. That means you can see the documents, whatever you type, you can see them directly. LaTeX was proposed by L.B. Lamport. It provides several standard document classes. In this, we make input files with .tex extensions and it will generate output files to us in the form of reports, review papers, thesis form, and many more. Now, the question is, why LaTeX? LaTeX is like, it is not what you see is what you get. As I told earlier, that it is not like MS Word or LibreOffice. It is what you see is what you mean. So that means you only focus on the contents of document and it will take care of formatting. Next, it just concentrates on the content, not on the formatting part. With the help of some simple commands, we can do formatting in LaTeX. Also, you can write complex mathematical formulas with keys. Now, what can be done with LaTeX? With the help of LaTeX, we can write articles, books, journal, papers, etc. We can design posters, banners, resumes in different format. At last, mostly used by writers and the engineers. Now, these are some advantages. See, what are the various advantages that LaTeX offer over the MS Word? Change the documents according to journal or conference. See, if you write a paper or and you send that particular paper in a journal and by some reason they reject that paper and now you want the same paper to be sent in a different journal. For that purpose, you have to change the formatting. If you prefer MS Word, and it will take a lot of time to convert that particular paper according to that journal. But by LaTeX, you can done this process in 20 to 30 minutes or I think 15 minutes. You can done this process in only 15 minutes. Also, table of contents, list of tables, list of figures. These things are important part of any document or any report or any like thesis part. So you can make this part easily with the help of LaTeX. Next one is the references. References, or you can say bibliography. So references comes in many formats. So it is important part in the thesis part, or you can say in synopsis report. You can prefer to write references at last with the different formats. Many universities follows their different formats. Some use KPA, some use different formats. So in LaTeX, you can easily write references in very short time period. So now next is the process of installation. Before discussing about installation process, I want to tell you LaTeX is you may find it difficult to learn or difficult to use in starting, but because of several features and its powerful technique, one can prepare high quality documents in LaTeX. So there are different versions and softwares for LaTeX, and most of them are open source. That means you can use them freely. So in this particular course, we will use both versions like offline as well as online. So now today I am going to show you installation process of LaTeX on Windows as well as on Linux. So we can install LaTeX on these both machines like Linux or Windows operating system. For Linux, if you are running Linux, you have to just run this particular command and follow with the text editor for making the text files, as it is the extension of LaTeX, that is .tex files. Next is after for Windows. This is particular thing for Linux, and now for Windows, if you want to install LaTeX on Windows, you have to use this particular software. That is, you can download it from this particular link, and MikTeX, name MikTeX. MikTeX has inbuilt editor, TeXworks. There are many text editors for LaTeX, so you can use any editor. So we use other editors like Text Studio, TeXworks, and for downloading Text Studio, just go to this link, that is this one. So now let me show you the installation process. First of all, just open your browser and write MikTeX. Just click on this first link. Now find download link from miktex.org, that is here. Now here it provides many versions according to the operating system. Let I am using Windows operating system, so you can download it from here. I already installed it on my machine. Otherwise, you just have to download it. Then after that, the steps are like following steps you have to follow. Then you click on that. After downloading the exe files, when you run, you will get this particular window. Just click on this and next. Then select anyone who uses this computer only or only for your administrator. It is up to you. Then the location. Then here just remember one thing, on install missing packages, you have to select ask me first. After that, just start and the installation process starts. After installation of MikTeX, a screen will show like this, completing the MikTeX setup wizard. See, now when MikTeX is installed on your machine, after that you need a text editor. That is, we are using Text Studio, and Text Studio you can download from this particular link. Let me show you also how to download it. Just on Google, write Text Studio. Click on the first link. Now from here, download now, you can download this Text Studio on your machine. Okay, so let me show you the interface of Text Studio. Look like this. This is the interface of Text Studio. Okay. While installing MikTeX in Text Studio, you just remember one thing. Make sure install MikTeX first and then whatever editor you want to work with. Okay, otherwise it will not work properly. So now next, what can be designed with the help of LaTeX? See, with the help of LaTeX, we can design reports, we can design thesis reports like, or synopsis reports like. These are simple files. See, this is a sample page of any report. In this, something are in bold text, some are in normal text with a logo. You can design preface with different color formats, different formatting. Next, you can design contents, which you find in every book or in thesis. So this part is very easily designed with the help of LaTeX. List of tables in the form of this, or list of figure in the form of this. You can design this all things very easily with the help of LaTeX. Last not least, you can write bibliography in a proper format, like if you have to follow a APA format. So according to that, you can write references in LaTeX very easily. Now let me show you the basic layout of LaTeX file. So here is the basic layout of your LaTeX file. See, in this, at starting, we have a document class. These three things are main. These three lines are essential part of the document which we are going to make with the help of LaTeX. First is the document class, then begin document and end document. And within this you will see, or you will explain what are the content you have to place in these two lines, like begin and end document. And the document class will explain like what type of document you want to create, like you want to write an article, you want to write a letter, or you have to follow some particular format of a journal. So all these things can be defined in this particular brackets. So it is the simple layout of LaTeX. So now here is the first example that I'll just write document class, and in brackets I'll just explain that I want to make an article. Then begin document and end document are same. Within it I just write computer science and engineering. When you save this particular file, you have to save this file with the extension TEX. Like in this I use one.tex. Hello everyone. Previous session we have learned about how to use LaTeX in an offline version. Now we are going to use the online version of LaTeX. So there are several sites, but we are going to use overleaf.com. Open the browser and just type overleaf.com. Just enter it. Now see, if you are using it first time, then you have to register this by this option. And when you get registered with it, then you can log in for the next time. For the first time user, click on register. Now, there are different options for registration. The first one is type the email and password and register with your email. Second option is register with your Google ID. And third option is register using Orchid ID. So it depends upon you from which option you want to register on this particular site. So if you want to use your Gmail ID to register, then click on the register with google.com. Just type your email ID or select your email ID, and simply it will ask you for the password. As I'm already using it, that's why it is not asking me password. So now you see the first page of Overleaf for the first time user. Here it is. There are different options. We will explore all options one by one, not all, but we'll try to cover many. These are the many options. Like I want to make a project from scratch, then I use blank project. Then if you want to use a template like for journal, then academic journal. If you want to write a book, then you use book. For letter, for resume, and many more. This is purpose and view all. There are many options. We will try to cover most of them. So like if you want to write journal article, click on academic journal. Okay, so here are the options for journal. We will discuss these things after in further lectures. Now for now, just create first project and select blank project. Type the name of the project, like I'm just typing first, and create. Now it is the first page of our document. See what happens actually. The benefit of online version is that like जो हम ऑफलाइन वर्जन कर रहे थे तो वहां हम लोगों को ये एक एक चीज टाइप करना था, लाइक डॉक्यूमेंट क्लास, देन टाइटल, ऑथर, डेट, बिगिन एंड फॉलोइंग. बट ऑन ऑनलाइन वर्जन ये अपने आप से आता है, बाय डिफॉल्ट पहले से ही देता है. So there are many options which we have not discussed till now. So I'm just deleting that options like section. Okay, for now I'm just in only these three lines are essential part of the document. First is document class. Here you just mention what type of article you want to use. Then within the begin document and end document, you have to explain what are the content you have to place in these two lines. Okay, so when you type here, like we have done previous example, like just write title, just showing you. So hello, it is my first LaTeX document. So now to see the output of this particular file, you just have to click on this recompile button. It will show you the output. Like title is the first, then the name of author is Shikha, then the today date, that is the present date, and here is the line that I have written within the document, that is hello, it is my first LaTeX document. So in this overlaid version of online version of LaTeX, आपको just left side पे यहाँ सब हमने टाइप करना है with the help of these basic commands, and after recompiling जो भी इसकी आउटपुट होगी वो हमें यहाँ पे राइट में शो होती रहेगी. एंड एट द एंड व्हेन आप अपना डॉक्यूमेंट कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं, so you can download it from here, or you want to share it, then you can share from here. Okay, so that is the online version of LaTeX. So it is up to you. If you want to use the offline version, then you can use that. Otherwise, here it is, that overleaf.com. Thank you. Start our LaTeX document by typing the document class. The syntax is like this. Document class, then in brackets, type of document you want to prepare. Like here, I'm writing article. So article is the name of document class. Some other classes are reports, books, letters, etc., which we will explore later. So this by this way you write / document class, then type of article. So now these are some document class types, like I've told: article, report, book, letter, slides, beamer. So here you have to explain, here you have to mention what type of document class you want to make. Now, usually all documents have title, author and date. So with the help of / title command, and we mention our title between the curly braces, like in this braces, we mention the title of the document. Same is the case with the author and the date. Date will display the today date, like jo current present date, it will display the present date. Next, so if you want to write a document, for writing content, you just have to follow the begin document. Here you mention the content and followed by end document. So let's see a demo. Here is the demo which I have made in the LaTeX, like starting from document class. Then I select the type article. Then within the title / title, I'll just write the LaTeX document. Title means the heading part, the title of the document. Then I mention the author. Then I write the date / today, that is /. Always we use / in case of LaTeX. Also, LaTeX is a case sensitive language, so you have to remember, like जो चीज अगर हमने small में टाइप किया है, तो small में ही आपको उसको यूज करना है, because it is a case sensitive language. So now let me show you this same example in the LaTeX editor, like this. Let me show you. LaTeX Studio. After installation, LaTeX Studio icon is showing like this. Just click on it. So here is the interface. Simply just click on File, New. So this is the area where we make our input files. So to make our first document, just type \document class. So as you type, you see there are some suggested options. So I just press enter to use document class. Okay. So in particular brackets of this document class, I am mentioning that I want to make a article. After that, just write \begin within the bracket document. Again, you will see it provides some suggested options for you. Just type enter, and within this bracket, just write text that is hello. This is my first document in LaTeX. Okay, fine. So this is the simple statement which I have written in begin and end document type. When you try to run this, see, this is the button here. By this button, you can build and view the text. So we will build and view it. See, now on left side, you see the code which you have written, or you can say some commands to make a particular document. And on right side, a PDF is shown according to this document. This document, see, also have a page number. Let me show you. So here is the page number at the bottom of this document. So this is the PDF on the right side. So here is the my text appearing like hello. This is my first document in LaTeX. Okay. Now let us type some document information. Like I want to type title. Just type title after the document class. Type title. I am writing LaTeX document. Okay. Also, I want to write author, like some name. Then want to write date. Just write \today and enter. Okay. So I make many changes, like I entered title, author and date. Now when you try to build and run it, see what happened. My title, author and date, it's not visible in the document. Only the content which I have written in the begin document and end document is shown to you. So what I am missing out is to tell LaTeX to display these things. Like मैंने ये चीजें ऐड कर दी डॉक्यूमेंट में, बट मैंने अभी यहाँ पे ये नहीं बताया कि इसको डिस्प्ले भी करना है. सो फॉर डिस्प्ले यू हैव टू रन अ कमांड दैट इज make type. Just in the begin document type make type. Okay. Then try to build and run it. Now see what happened. It is showing the heading part, that is the title part, that is the LaTeX document. Let me zoom it. LaTeX document. Then the name, that is the name of author. Then the date, that is 14th May 2021. And now here it is showing the text that hello, this is my first document. Okay, so now imagine what efforts would it be taken to create this in a simple text editor. You have to for centering the text with appropriate space, the date, etc. Okay, so now see how to save this particular document. Just file, save as. Try to make a folder for these files. Let me show you why I am saying this. Like I am making a folder, LaTeX files, and just name it like first. Remember one thing, all these documents will be made with the extension .tex. Now save it. Okay, so now let me show you the document. So now I have saved the file in E directory with the folder that is LaTeX files. Now see, file is shown here. It is of text version, text extension. So now let me show you one thing. When you save this file, now just again after making the folder, जो हमने जब इसको सेव किया, सेव एज, हमने एक फोल्डर बनाया लेटेक्स फाइल्स का और इसमें एक फाइल बन गई हमारी दैट इज first.tex. सो नाउ अगर हम अब दोबारा से इसको बिल्ट एंड कंपाइल किया, हमने बिल्ट और व्यू करते हैं, आउटपुट चेंज नहीं होगा, आउटपुट विल बी सेम, बट नाउ लेट्स गो टू द फोल्डर. नाउ सी व्हाट हैपेंड देयर. नाउ सी हियर, if you see, there are some other files also. You have your text file which we ourselves wrote. You have your PDF file which get generated. See, here is the PDF file. When you click on it, it simply provide the PDF version of our document. Okay. And other files, for other files, as of now, we need not to worry about these files. Or what do they mean? We can ignore them for now. Okay. Hello everyone. In previous session, we have learned about how to create a document in LaTeX. Now, in this session, we will learn to organize our content into different sections, subsections, paragraphs, and etc. Now, let's see. In this particular lecture, we will see how to organize the content into different sections. Then, last not least, we will use how to insert table of contents in our documents, reports. So first of all, an introduction. See why we need sections and subsections in our report or in our books. As you all know, when we make chapters or books, then there are many sections or subsections for that. And also an LaTeX provide an advantage of customization of sectioning and numbering. That means अगर आप कुछ भी अपने अकॉर्डिंग लाइक आप किसी पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन को नेम नहीं देना चाहते या नंबर नहीं देना चाहते, नंबर ना मेंशन करके आप जस्ट उसको अननंबर्ड यूज करना चाहते हैं, उसके लिए भी लेटेक्स ने हमें बहुत सारी चीजें प्रोवाइड की हैं. सो लेट्स सी. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, व्हाट आर सेक्शंस? सेक्शंस बेसिकली हम किस पर्पस के लिए यूज करते हैं? बाय द हेल्प ऑफ सेक्शंस वी कैन डिवाइड और क्लासीफाई कंटेंट इन द डॉक्यूमेंट. दैट मीन्स हम वेरियस कैटेगरीज बना देते हैं सेक्शंस की. वी मेक डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज ऑफ द सेक्शंस. देन associated with the document class. It is associated with the exactly the document class. That means in the previous lecture I have told you that in document class we use article, reports, books. So according to that we can use sections. Then it has a level number. So it is important thing in this section part. So here is the document sectioning. These are various section levels. At -1, it is for PART. It is used for the purpose of article, report, and book. 0 for chapters. If you want to make chapters in your book, then you should use this particular level. And it is used for the reports and books, not for articles. Then from 1 to 5, it will present in all document classes. These 1 to 5 will present in all document classes. Okay, so you can say like 1 to level 5 available in all documents. Class like section, subsection, you can include it in other classes as well. So now let's see a demo. Let me show you a demo of this particular section or subsection. For that, we have to use this particular tick box. In the last document, I'll just show you how to display a text. Simply like heading part, that is title part, then the name of author, date, and some content. So now today we will discuss how to use section in this particular. First of all, I'm going to delete this hello world and I will create a section with the help of \section. Just enter it. Within the brackets, you have to write the title, as I am writing introduction. Okay. Another section I want to make like section. See, here the important thing is that I have told you like LaTeX is case sensitive. So now जैसे मैं यहाँ पर अब कैपिटल में अगर कुछ ऐड कर रही हूँ तो मुझे ये कुछ भी हेल्प शो नहीं कर रहा. It is not showing any help. So for that you have to remember जितनी भी commands है वो सब small case sensitive है first of all. Then you have to type in small letters. So then I am inserting in another section with the name like suppose description. Okay. So now suppose you want to insert a subsection in introduction part, then just by \, just write subsection and the title, that is you want to write the title like I'm writing purpose. Again I want another subsection. For that simply write subsection and the title of this particular subsection. Okay, so if you build and run it, then see what will happen. See what happened. Now if you see introduction, purpose, scope, description, each one has a numbers. That is, first section is our introduction, then it names with 1 number, then it has subsections, then they numbered 1.1, 1.2, and second section is your description, so its number is 2. Okay, so if you see at the end of the page, there is also a page number is also there. Okay, so now let me show you one more thing, that collapsing sections. There is another feature that is of collapsing sections. It is a feature of particular text editor, that is LaTeX IDEs. So if you see, if I hover mouse here and I can see that I can collapse a particular section. See, if I click on it, I am collapsing this section. Again, I want to collapse this. Okay, so if you want to open this, just click on this. You can expand it by clicking again on it. Otherwise, just click on it and the particular section is collapsed. Okay, so now there could be possibility that somebody tells description should appear here first and then the introduction. So what we will do, we will just cut this portion and simply paste here. So by this way, you can see now description comes before the introduction part and the numbering also changed by itself. Now for adding some text, just select some text. I'm just Google it, just searching for computer and selecting some text, just paste in the paragraph section and try to build and run. Now let's see, it is now indented. Now using this command, if you type this text, then it is not showing in this proper format. You can say it will not in a indented form. By the paragraph tag is in proper indented form. Okay. So now next we should try to add a chapter in this particular. Before section, just add / chapter and enter. Just type the name of the chapter, that is, I'm just writing overview. Okay. So when you try to run it, build and run. Now what do you think? Will it run? No, it is not working. No chapter or chapter name or chapter number is showing. Why? Because chapter is not there in the document class article. Article doesn't contain any chapter. Chapters are for your reports and books. So for chapters, you should change it to book. One more thing I want to introduce here, that is comments. That if you don't want to use this particular chapter for this, that is giving error, simply use percentage. Instead of deleting it, you can use percentage. Now it is considered as a comment in this. Comment means it is not used while compiling the files. So when you build and run it, see, it will show the output properly. The heading part, the author name, date, then the numbering are proper. Okay. So now by this way, now I am uncommenting this, that I am including this chapter. And for including chapters in my document, I have to change this to book. Just build and view. Now see, you can see the book class appears in this fashion, wherein you have a title page. At the front, you have page number 2, which is kept blank. And last, the page number 3, starting from the chapter, then chapter number, chapter name, and the introduction, description, purpose, and different parts. Okay. So this is the proper manner for book. Now, see, if I again comment this section and you just build and recompile it. Now see what happened. It is showing 0.1, 0.2, 0.2.1. What is all about? Remember one thing, if we had written chapter, so basically a book starts from a chapter. And if you do not write chapter, like in this particular document, I'll just comment this part. That's why it is considering starting from the sections from 0. Okay, so uncomment it and it will properly display the book. First part is your title part, second is blank with proper page number. See, here is the page number at the bottom. Okay, so page numbers have also updated. Now the page number is left aligned and it is, see, it is left aligned. It is on the top because of book class. And when chapter starts, जैसे like chapter start हुआ हमारा, जैसे from third page chapter starts, the page number will be left and right, or based on the even and odd numbers. Okay, so that is the document class of book. Now let me tell you one more thing about that, how to add table of contents. So for that you just have to write simply before the chapter part, after that make title, just simply insert that is table of contents. Okay, now remember one thing, when you insert table of contents, just build two types, one and okay. When you write table of contents, you have to remember this, that you have to build it two times. So first page, now second page is blank, third is the contents portion, that is the table of contents part. Here is the table of contents, like proper see, first chapter, that is overview, then 1.1 description, 1.2 introduction, then purpose and scope are subsections, that way it is showing 1.2.1. So it is the part of table of contents. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now in today's session we are going to learn about packages. First of all, let's understand what are packages, why we use it in our documents, and how they are different from classes. So let me show you first what is a class, and then we will discuss about that what is a package. So what is a class? See, class is a file with the extension .cls, and it is responsible for overall layout. Like the example for class are which we are using previously also shown you earlier, like book class, we have used chapters, sections. So these are different types of class. So each class has a different style and style of formatting. Now, what are packages? See, packages have .sty extension, which known as style files. So the primary objective of packages are to add some extra functionality. If you want to add some functionality to your document, then you have to use package. Like in today's session, we are going to learn about paper size and margins. And for that purpose, I am going to use this particular geometry package. And same in further sessions, we will learn how to add images in our document. And for that, I have to use this particular thing, that is graphics package for including an image in the document. So we will learn these packages. Now, in this particular session, I am going to explain about how to use packages. Then we will use how to define different paper sizes for your document. And then if you want to set margins like from top, bottom, then left and right, then you can do this by some small commands. So first of all, LaTeX helps us typeset the document in the way we want using the help of some LaTeX command, or you can say using the document class. That is the main part of your LaTeX document. But sometimes we do need a facility of extending and using the features defined in it. For that, we use packages. Packages are used with the extension .sty. It is used for styling and adding new features. So there are several packages that can be used in a document for different purposes. Like in previous slide, I have showed you like to add paper size or margins. We will use package geometry, and for adding images, we will use package name graphics. Just remember one thing, that is the syntax, that backslash, use package, then some parameters, then the name of the package. package name is like geometry used for paper size, and for margins we use geometry, or for images we use graphics. And parameters are something like if you want to change the value, like there are some default values for each and every package. Like if I use geometry package, and the default size is like A4 paper, and I just want to use another type, like I want to use this package with A5 paper, or you can say with A3 paper, then this particular column is for that. This particular option is used for that purpose. I will show you with examples. Now, paper size. Definitely, you must be aware of some standard paper sizes like A4, A5, letter, executive. So, these are the various paper sizes which we can apply on our LaTeX document. So, for reference, I'll just add a link. If you want to see more paper sizes, then you can check with this particular site. And for using this particular paper size, you have to just backslash use package, which paper size you want to use, that is A5 paper, and geometry is the name of package. Okay. Next is the margins. See, margins are basically used to set the left, like how, or like gap between the left margin or the top, right and bottom. For that particular thing, we use package. Use package is exactly, you can say, used for adding a package to your document. And geometry is the name of package. Then this particular parameter will explain how many margins, like what value of margin you want to apply. So there are different options. Let me show you now a demo part. So let's see a demo. Now let's see a demo. I have a template opened. So let us add some random text with the help of section, title, then simply insert some text. Just copy it from here and paste in this particular section. Now select this section and copy and paste it many times. Okay, so I have pasted it many times. Now build and run it. Simply see what happens. Now see, I got sections, different sections. I got this particular section, then section 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 10. Also, I got page numbers. At the bottom, you see, there are page numbers. That is 1, 2 page number. Then here it is the third page number and 4th page number. Okay, so that is the default. Now let's see. Let's go to the top and let's set the page size, or you can say paper size, by using the package, use package, geometry, and write the size of paper here in this bracket like A5. Okay, so we have 4 papers. Now see what happens when we build and run it. Yes, now see what happens. We have 4 page numbers. Now by applying A5 size, paper size has been reduced. Let me show you in 75%. Paper size has been reduced. Okay, we have only 5 Next, if I change A4, so it is the default size. Now see, the width of paper has been changed accordingly. I hope you notice this. Again, I just entering A5 and try to see this, how the width get reduced. Okay, how the paper size get reduced with the help of A5 option. And when I am writing A4, is by default showing the size of paper. So suppose you want to change it to A3 paper. Now see what happens. Now see again, the pages are only 2 pages. So it totally changes the size of the paper. Okay, so now pages are only 2. By default, it is A4. We don't need to mention about A4. By default, it always takes A4 size paper. Okay, so now let us see margins. So just to next to that is A3 paper, or I am going to write A4, that is by default. Okay, A4 here. We will write margin. Just here mention a comma and then write margin like 1 IN. Here IN is unit for inches. Okay. So see what happened after setting this margin. See. Now you can see top, left, right, bottom margins have been set to 1 inches. You change it to 2 and see what happened. See, from top, then from bottom, then from left and right, same margins. Okay, so I'm going to change it to 1 inches. See, have you noticed the difference? The margins are same for top down, bottom and left right. Top, bottom, left and right. 4 options are there. Okay. So now if you want different margins, like here I'm just using same margin for all sides. But if you want that top and bottom have the same margin and left and right have the same margin. So for that, you have to write here in a detailed manner. Like you have to mention all options like top, that is 1 inch IN, comma, then left equals, that is 2 IN, then comma, then right equals, that is we want from right is suppose 0.75. Okay, point, and rest is the bottom. So set it to 1 IN. Fine. Now run it. Now see, margins are different. From right, I have set it 0.75, and see why it is giving error, because I have not properly write here IN. That's why it is giving error and not setting any border, any margin, you can say, any margin from the right side. So here is the mistake. That is, you have to write IN here and it will work properly. See, so you have seen like the margin from top is different, from left is different, from right is different, from bottom it is different. Okay, so it is the way by which you can set the paper size, then set the different margins. If you want to set the same margin for all sides, then simply write margin with the value. If you want different margins for different sides, then you have to write these 4 options separately with this option. Okay. Now, after seeing the demo, we have seen the margins or how to set the page margins, the help of top, bottom, left and right. And this is for the single side document. When we are talking about a single side document, then we follow this like top, bottom, left and right. And if you want the common margin, then you can use simply option, that is margin. It's at the very. So now let's see margins for two-side documents. See, that means print on both sides. Like for book. Book is a two-sided article. So for that, for books, margins of a books are always different for left and right, depending on the odd and even pages. So margins, here margins are denoted by inner and outer. So no content gets cut while binding. So how we set this particular margin in case of two-sided document? That is by using the two options. One is the inner option, and second is the outer. Okay. Always remember one thing. Always the inner package, inner option is always greater than the outer option. Okay. Always remember this thing. So let's see the demo part for this. So this is the document which we have made earlier with the help of use package, and we have seen margins, how to set margins. Now, first of all, as we are talking about two-sided document, we have to change this article to book. Okay. Second, we have to add chapters also. That's why I'm going to add a chapter. Title names like overview, because book contain chapters. Okay. So now instead of using this top, left, right, bottom margins, I'll just use inner. Again, also provide value in IN, that is inches, unit of inches, comma, outer is 1 inch. Now build and run. Now see what happens. So see, for odd page number is 2 inches inner margin, and for even page numbers 2 inches outer margin. Okay. So in case of books, always this happens. Like you always have noticed that margins for inner and outer are different. Just remember one thing, always inner margin is greater than the outer margin. Inner is 2 inches, then outer will be less than that 2 inches. Okay. Thank you.